Hi everyone, this is Kathy Melago, author of In Tune with Students, and this is the 7th video in a series of 7 videos designed to get you ready for back to school. So if you have been watching them all, thank you very much, and you have gotten to the last video. And yes, I did get my hair cut. It's back to school, fresh starts, all the different things that we're trying to do to get ready for the school year, like refreshing our approach to teaching private lessons. So as you start a new term or whenever it is that you come across these videos, remember that you want to take time at the start of these different moments to set goals for yourself too. And if you're not feeling satisfied with where you are with your goals for your own musicianship and your own life, that's going to have an impact on your students. So in video number 5, we talked about making sure we are holding the students' goals front and center and not imposing our goals on the students. That theme is going to come back a little bit in this video, but it's also really incredibly important that your goals are being satisfied as well in this process of being a teacher. For me, the word that works best is industrious. When I think about my goals and what I want to be accomplishing, I want to feel industrious. And what that means to me is that I'm neither bored nor overwhelmed. I'm at that nice spot in the middle where I feel like I'm contributing, I'm doing things that are life-giving, like writing this book, things like that. But I'm not so overwhelmed that I feel like I can barely make it, to the next thing, or I'm just putting out the fire that's about to burn me most first, right? So industrious is that happy place that's a nice balance. In my book, In Tune with Students, I include a studio goals reflection sheet that you can do over and over again. It's actually one of the downloadable resources that you can get. But in short, you want to make sure that your goals are things that you can observe and measure and more or less prove happened. So if I say that my goal is I want to be a better teacher, that's not really a great goal because there's no way to prove really that it happened. If I'm like this much better, who's adding that up, right? But if I say instead that my goal is to spend 2 hours per week in professional development or professional learning, that's quantifiable. And presumably that's going to transfer to me being a better teacher, especially if I'm choosing good professional development. Another example could be maybe you say, my goal is to know more repertoire. Okay, well let's quantify that instead. What if your goal is, my goal is to add 3 new pieces of music to my repertoire list of pieces that I, feel prepared to study with students, prepared to lead students in studying. That is more quantifiable. And so you can sort of prove that happened. Like, does my list have 3 more on it than it had last time? Yes. Okay, I did it, right? And so when you're building your goals for yourself, your personal goals, make them things that you can observe, you can measure, you can show actually happened. It's important to focus your goals on the things that are important to you and to do so within your life situation. So first of all, just because someone else is doing something, they're recording a CD, you don't need to record a CD too, right? Old school CD. You can tell I was born in the 1900s. Anyways, don't look at other people's goals and have them be your goals. Instead, sure, they can be inspiration. Like, I admire how industrious someone else is. I want to be industrious too. That looks life-giving, okay? You could do something like that, but figure out what goals you need to meet. And then remember, your life situation is going to change over time. So for example, if you have children and they're young, you are going to have certain things that you have to do to parent them that are different from somebody that doesn't have children. Similarly, if your parents are getting older and maybe need some care, or if there are other people in your life that need care, sometimes you go through those transitional times in life that they don't last forever, but they're a period of time that it's very, very important that you're taking care of the humans and maybe not doing things that other people might be doing in the world of the private lessons. Another thing that can change over time is sometimes you had something that was a goal and you realize, I don't really care about that anymore. Like, it was a good idea at the time, but now it's just not something that is going to be a priority for me. And that's okay. Goals change over time. And that's actually why the studio goals reflection sheet is a reproducible sheet, because that way you can redo it. And in the reflection sheet, you're looking out the next 5 years. So, things are going to change over the course of 5 years that we don't know, we can't predict, right? And so your goals might change along those ways as well. So as you're welcoming your new students in or just refreshing your teaching whenever you come across these videos, I hope you'll remember that putting the time to prioritize your own personal growth as well is really important, because when you feel better in terms of your own identity, belonging, and agency in your teaching, that's going to trickle down to your students and they're going to have a better experience learning from you. It's very, very important. Thanks for joining me on this 7 video series. If you watched all 7 videos, I invite you to go into the comments here and download a certificate for yourself. It's on the honor system. I'm not asking for any email addresses or anything like that to get it. You can just download it and it's yours. And it's just to honor your time that you took to spend with these videos. And I hope that they were helpful to you. I would love it if you would check out my book, In Tune with Students. I think it's pretty good and I think you would enjoy it too. I wish you all the best in your upcoming teaching. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I hope to put some more videos out there periodically, and I'm happy to help support you in your teaching. Have a wonderful year.